complete invoices and copies for my own records so I can submit for my tax purposes. He didn't want to give me any of those. I said, hey, when you get back in town, I have 2 crisp $100 bills for you. He didn't want to take it. Now here we are today.
I'd like to see...
And I got a text message saying that right here.
I'd like to see it.
And in fact, the other thing that's heartbreaking about this is that we could have met, exchanged invoices, shook hands like gentlemen. This would never have came to this place.
All I know is you gave him back a damaged car with a baloney story.
Well,
you didn't pay him all the money that you should have. I'm going to be 76 years old. I've never had a car repossessed. You, in a relatively short time earning a living with cars, took cars, agreed to make payments, and had the cars repossessed after you earned a living. As a rideshare driver, you say that that's what you do. So shaking hands like a gentleman with you might be slippery. You owe him so far $406. Judgment for the plaintiff. We're done.
Parties are excused. You may step out.
Judge Judy continues in a moment. And on the next Judge Judy.
My opinion's the only one that counts.
Well, I gave him 60 days in which to pay half of the settlement that I was asking for.
This is the situation, and it's heartbreaking. That's all I can say at the end of the day.
He just kept ignoring and refusing to pay and ignoring and refusing to pay, and then...
I was barely making about $100 a day doing it, so all the money was going to the car, and I was barely making any money at the end of the day. But this is the rideshare game that's get split.
After the settlement deadline had elapsed, then he said, well, now I'm willing to pay you. And I said, I'm tired of it.
So at the end of the day, this is the situation. I'm the bad guy, he's the good guy, and that's heartbreaking because you know what? I'm actually the good guy.
This is part of what we've signed up for.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us tonight for News 40 at 5. I'm Morgan Hoover.
And I'm Chris Allen. Welcome to a Tuesday evening after a toasty election day.
Yes, it was a warm election day,
Very
which
warm.
is kind of, you know, I'm not used to that on a November election day.
No, November 7th, you know, you think it's going to get cooler.
Right.
It will eventually, but not yet. We still have a few more days to go of this really warm weather. Live radar, even though we've seen a few clouds, it's not showing any precipitation around the area, and we should stay dry as we head into this evening. A couple of community cams looking good from I-65 near Cave City, 70 degrees there with a few clouds, and you see some clouds down near Albany in Clinton County with a temperature at 71. Tonight, it is going to be a mild evening with a low of 58. The rest of your 7-day forecast coming up in just a few minutes. Morgan?
All right, Chris, we begin tonight with our Election Day coverage as time is ticking for Kentuckians to head to the polls to cast their ballots. News 40 reporter Carlisle Coppins is live outside Living Hope Baptist Church in Bowling Green, a pretty popular voting location in Warren County. Carlisle, what can you tell us as people are making those final votes tonight?
Yes, Morgan, I'm here live at Living Hope Baptist Church, and we're less than 1 hour away from the polls actually closing. But the big story here is obviously the face-off between our current governor, Andy Beshear, and his opponent, Attorney General Daniel Cameron. But there's also local elections that do matter, and that is for the Bowling Green Independent Schools. And all of the candidates that are listed, they are found on our website. If you need more information or you just don't know, we have covered countless stories on all of the candidates. And if you need to know a location near you, visit WNKY.com. Back to you, Morgan.
All right, Carlisle, and at the top of the ballot today solidifies the end of Democratic incumbent Governor Andy Beshear and Republican challenger Daniel Cameron's hard-hitting campaigns for governor. After months of sparring over abortion and the economy, they await the verdict from voters tonight. Their showdown offers an off-year test for competing messages that could foreshadow strategies in next year's national contests. Beshear slammed Cameron for supporting the state's abortion ban, which lacks exceptions for rape or incest. Cameron has scrambled to find his footing in the new era of abortion politics since Roe versus Wade was overturned. Of course, all eyes are on several elections in key states across the country, with voters heading to the polls to decide a series of critical races with big implications for 2024. It comes as 5 Republican presidential candidates are preparing to face off for the 3rd time tomorrow night in Miami in a debate hosted by NBC News. Dasha Burns is in Iowa with a preview.
This election day, voters are already heading to the polls in key states where the battle over abortion could play a major role in deciding races with national implications for 2024.
Are you ready to win this election?
In Kentucky, Democratic Governor Andy Beshear is facing a re-election challenge from Republican Attorney General Daniel Cameron.
I think we need new leadership in this state.
Beshear has vetoed a 15-week abortion ban and called the state law extremist because it doesn't allow exceptions for rape and incest. Cameron supports the law, adding he'll amend it to include those exceptions. In Ohio, voters will decide whether to enshrine abortion rights in the state constitution. And in Virginia, control of the state legislature is up for grabs. If Republicans win both chambers, it could allow GOP Governor Glenn Youngkin to implement a 15-week abortion ban, worrying many Democratic voters.
There's a lot of fear we could turn into a state that is not safe to be pregnant in.
Meanwhile, the stage is set for the 3rd Republican debate in Miami tomorrow, with the top candidates preparing to face off once again without the party's frontrunner, former President Trump, who's expected to hold his own rally in South Florida.
And as polling locations are set to close in less than an hour, we will continue to bring you the latest election updates. Of course, you can visit our website, WNKY.com, for the latest information. Well, in more local news now, several organizations and nonprofits across South Central Kentucky are coming together to knock down barriers for people with disabilities. Places like the Buddy House and the Kelly Autism Program are partnering with Mallory Hudson, the 2023 Miss Kentucky, and creating the space for a beauty showcase. The event will showcase the beauty, strength, and uniqueness of individuals with diverse abilities. Each participant will receive recognition and an award. Miss Kentucky tells us why this event is so impactful.
It's such a fantastic opportunity for the Bowling Green and the South Central Kentucky community to look at the wonderful gifts that all individuals of all backgrounds and all abilities have to offer our community.
Now, this is more than just an opportunity for the community to encounter something different. It also gives back to the Buddy House and CEC's Kelly Autism Program.
I believe that everyone can shine if we simply give them the opportunity to do so, and that's really the essence of the beauty showcase this weekend.
The Inclusive Stages Beauty Showcase will be on November 12th from 2 to 4 at the Public Theater of Kentucky. Tickets will be sold at the door. For more details, you can visit our website, WNKY.com, later tonight. Well, the holiday season is about to be in full swing as people begin to fill their Christmas and grocery lists, but with Christmas over a month away, one local county got started a little bit early. News 40 reporter Michael Ridgway joins us with more details.
Yeah, it's getting very festive in Glasgow as they are starting to prepare for the days to come. Christmas cheer is already starting to spread, and this year, they're doing it big.
It's an exciting time in downtown Glasgow. We have a wonderful celebration here in Glasgow and Barron County for the holiday season. This is a little different this year because we are putting up a live tree.
It's a first for Glasgow and hopefully not the last. A 22-foot Douglas fir right on the town square, all in preparation for a great big Christmas in Barron County.
I know that the county has a lot of things they're going to be doing downtown, and this tree is going to be lit up wonderfully, so we're getting ready for the holiday season, even though it doesn't feel much like the holidays today.
The tree was donated by local business, Luxury Garden Center, and to everyone's surprise, several community members showed up to watch the erecting of a Christmas hallmark, which to many is a big deal.
It is a big deal. I mean, I think this community is so great because we always come together on any kind of activity or things that are going on to show support. And like I said, Barron County, Glasgow has supported us the last years, and this is just a small way that we can kind of give back to our community and support as well.
Apparently, this is just the beginning. According to the mayor, downtown Glasgow will be bigger and better than years past.
That's where our tree always is put up. but in the past it has been an artificial tree made out of aluminum and a few things like that. It's always a beautiful tree right there. It's very nicely lit, but to get a real tree in the ground to bring on the holidays, this is just taking it to the next level. And you're going to see a lot of that downtown this year.
Of course, this is a very cool thing for Barron County, but it might not stop here. The mayor also told me that they might relocate the tree after Christmas to keep it alive and put it back in the square next year. Morgan, back to you.
Very neat, Michael. Thank you very much. With Thanksgiving and Christmas, of course, right around the corner, the annual Gypsy Moon Christmas Market is making its return this weekend. The market, which has grown immensely over the years, features a large number of crafts and Christmas decorations from local and regional businesses and artisans.
People walk in and it's like you're walking into a Hallmark movie. You're able to shop, you're able to listen to music, you're able to eat and drink and just enjoy yourself, and it's more of an experience rather than just shopping and spending money.
Now, the best part of this experiential market is that some of the money spent goes towards a good cause.
We donate a portion of the proceeds to Life Bear Together, which is a local nonprofit here in Bowling Green. We've worked with them for about 7 years, and they have a great mission of helping families who are in need.
For more information about the marketplace event, visit highlandstables.com. Well, still to come on News 40 at 5, ADHD is one of the most common neurodevelopmental disorders in childhood, but how does the disorder continue into adulthood? Latest details when we come back. But first, Weather Chief Chris Allen will have a full look at our forecast. Right now, you're taking a live look outside at Living Hope Baptist Church, where voters are going in to cast those ballots before the polls close tonight. Chris will tell us more of what we can expect to see for the rest of our week right after this.
WNKY News 40. Broadcasting live from the German American Bank studio in downtown Bowling Green.
Just rockin' and rollin', baby. Cut back tomorrow.
We got you all fixed up. Got it all fixed up for you, man. Let there be light, ma'am.
Looks like she finally called JB.
I have known and worked with Daniel Cameron for a long time. He will never let you down and will support the working men and women of Kentucky, just like I did for 4 great years. Current Governor Andy Beshear endorsed crooked Joe Biden, whose economic policies are crushing your state, and Beshear wants to help him. 4 more years would be a disaster for Kentucky, so Daniel Cameron is my complete and total endorsement.
Club for Growth Action is responsible for the content of this ad.
At Abound Credit Union, we're for free checking and early paydays. We're for relaxing weekends and exciting days off, making memories and doing more. Because Abound is for free checking that gets you paid up to 2 days early. That's value for living.
All-wheel drive season is coming. Changes. Weather. Road conditions. What doesn't change? Toyota's capability to keep pushing on with a family of trucks built to outlast and outlive any adventure. Like the powerful new Tundra. Toyota is now offering $1,000 APR cash on any new Tundra Gas SR, SR5, and Limited models. Plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Change is coming. Save now on Tundra. Toyota, let's go places.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.
We're back with Weather Chief Chris Allen. Chris, of course, we just saw people still making their last-minute cast of their ballots. It's warm out there if they're doing so.
It is, even as the sun is going down.
Yes.
But tomorrow, we actually could either tie or break a record high.
Wow, hard to believe.
Then we get the cooler air coming in and some rain for the weekend. Rain is something that we absolutely need, but as you can see by the 4-hour clouds and radar, just a lot of cloud cover, nothing else showing. Even though we've had a frontal boundary to the north of us this morning, it didn't produce anything in the way of showers. Now, temperatures started out much milder this morning in the 50s, and there were a few 60s like Edmonton. Ended up at 61 for a low temperature this morning. Franklin 54, Hartford 57, and we got close to 60 for a low temperature. Right now, it is still in the 70s as you look live from the Kentucky Mesonet Network, and most everybody mid to upper 60s to low 70s across South Central Kentucky. As we check the current conditions right now, 73 at the airport. The winds are coming in from the southwest at 6, humidity 59%. The dew point, now that came up a little bit today, 58. When it gets close to 60, even for this time of the year with those dew points like that, it's going to feel a lot warmer than what even the temperature is showing. So that's why at times today it got really toasty warm as you were out and about, or maybe going to your local precincts or polls to cast your vote. 77 was our official high temperature today. 63, that's where we ought to be. And look how close we were again to the record high of 82 set back in 1909. 59 was our low in Bowling Green. 40, that's where we should be. We were 19 degrees warmer than the average low for this day of the year. Here's a look at the next 40 hours, and we're going to continue to see that warmer air streaming up north. A lot of this is not even actually hitting the ground. This is just where the models are picking up on a little bit of instability, but we're not going to see anything today. We will see something, I think, by tomorrow night once the low pressure system and this cold front starts to make its way a little bit closer to Bowling Green and southern Kentucky. There could even be some light rain showers tomorrow evening. But Thursday, I think, is the day when we start to get not just a little trickle of rain coming in, but I think we could get some better rain chances as we get into tomorrow night and on into Friday. That'll be the best chance of rain that we've had here in quite a while. It's still not going to be enough, but it'll be something. 58 tonight, partly cloudy and mild with a south wind at 7. And then as we get into tomorrow, we're going to see that near record of 82 that would tie the record set back in 2002. And then we start to see the cool down and kind of a tapering off of temperatures holding around 60 each day from the weekend on into the beginning of next week. Better rain chances Thursday and Friday, then some sprinkles again on Sunday. Saturday looks good for Veterans Day. And here's what's coming up tonight on NBC 40.
Home is more than a house. Wherever you are in your journey of homeownership, German American Bank is here to support you. Our team of dedicated mortgage loan professionals can help you with lending solutions featuring low or no down payment, assistance for closing costs and improvement projects, or even loans specifically for first-time home buyers. We're here to tell you, homeownership is achievable. German American Bank, member FDIC.
It's time for Nat's annual Christmas Bikes for Kids.
And you can help by donating a new or gently used bike.
At Nat's Outdoor Sports. The bike shop at Nat's Outdoor Sports will make any needed repairs.
And the Bowling Green JCs will distribute bikes to underprivileged children throughout our community.
Nat's will be accepting new and used bikes until December 5th. Nat's Bikes for Kids, sponsored by WNKY News 40.
I'll hit Woohoo 107.
And these great sponsors.
Join the WNKY News 40 weather team. Visit WNKY.com to become a weather watcher.
Ford's Furniture is your sectional headquarters. We have over 15 different sectionals in stock with endless varieties of shapes and covers and sizes. Need a reclining sectional? We've got that too. Let us help you find the perfect sectional for your home today at Ford's Furniture.
Are your basement walls bowing or cracked? USS is here to help. Cracks along your basement wall are telltale signs moisture is collecting in the soil against your foundation, causing the weakest point of your wall to bow. USS has the support you need with our innovative Invisibeam. It's the strongest carbon fiber strap on the market and the only one ICC certified with a lifetime warranty. Visit uss-ky.com for a free estimate.
We'll guarantee our best. Call USS.
You want to experience the reunion? Reunite with our guy Big Red. And of course, the Queen. The Hill is the place for family.
Return to the Hill for more memories. Purchase your tickets today. Go Tops!
In health news, it's one of the most common neurodevelopmental disorders in childhood, and often attention deficit hyperactivity disorder, or ADHD, continues through adulthood. Some adults who weren't diagnosed as children may not even be aware they have it. Tonight, some of the potential signs to look out for and way to lessen the impact at home and at work. Millions of U.S. adults have ADHD. It can cause problems at home, in relationships, and impact careers.
So people will get in trouble at work. They may get reprimanded for not completing assignments. They may have trouble in their social life.
Adults with ADHD may be tempted to take unnecessary risks. They may have difficulty waiting in line or driving in heavy traffic, feel restless and unable to sit through certain activities. They may frequently shift their bodies or tap fingers or feet, or have mood swings like a quick temper or low stress tolerance.
Symptoms of inattention and poor concentration can be due to a whole host of other disorders.
That's why psychiatrist Claudine Egal with Mayo Clinic says to see a primary care doctor or mental health professional if you suspect ADHD symptoms. While there's no definitive test to diagnose it in adults, she says there are ways to lessen its impact.
Routine is everything for somebody with ADHD.
Manage your time. Use a planner, calendar, or app to help create reminders. Organize your tasks. Divide big jobs into smaller steps you can check off. And ask for help from family members and friends when you feel less motivated or overwhelmed. In the office, use storage systems to keep your desk organized and clear. You may also try using headphones or earplugs to block out distracting noises. And the Mayo Clinic says adults with ADHD also have an elevated risk of substance use or abuse, increased risk of stress in marriage and divorce, and are also more likely to get into motor vehicle accidents. More reasons why it's important to be aware of those symptoms. Well, the Biden administration is proposing changes to private Medicare health plans in hopes of making seniors aware of the extra benefits available to them under those plans. Medicare Advantage plans have grown to cover nearly 31 million people, or half of all Medicare users. And the typical person on Medicare has about 40 private health plans to choose from, which can be overwhelming. An average Advantage plan offers nearly 24 health benefits not found in traditional Medicare plans. Benefits like fitness and dental plans and access to behavioral health care, which are heavily promoted in marketing but not often used. Well, stay with us. Still to come on News 40 at 5 as holiday travel mode kicks in. The Federal Reserve's battle with high inflation has many looking for travel alternatives ahead of the holiday season. All the details when we come back.
If you or anyone in your family has been injured, call America's largest injury law firm. Call Morgan & Morgan. ForThePeople.com.
Summer skies, they warm up everything. Then fall comes around, and you know it's getting near. Christmas, my favorite time.
Experience so much Christmas the way Santa does.
Their price, $30,000. Your price, $20. Can you tell the difference? Even expert jewelers have a difficult time distinguishing the diamond Z4 CZ from mined diamonds because of their similarity. This exquisite ring features a flawless simulated diamond center stone of 2 3/4 carats, surrounded by over 1 1/4 carats of round and tapered flawless baguettes. One jewelry industry professional marveled at their beauty and brilliance.
It's exceedingly rare to see such flawless stones.
He's right. Comparable solitaires made of diamonds can cost up to $30,000. Your price through this special invitation will be only $20. And for a limited time, you can also receive this beautiful band with 1.92 carats of diamond Z4s. Get both CZ rings totaling over an astounding 6 carats for $20. So call or click now.
Call 1-800-401-3752 to get your Diamond Z4. Call now or go to diamondz4.com. So call 1-800-401-3752. That's 1-800-401-3752. Call now.
Are you looking for a trustworthy publishing company to publish your book?
Covenant Books is an author-friendly publisher who shares your passion and beliefs. Call us today and we'll send you a free author packet to help get you started. We provide a full range of publishing services.
Covenant sells your book and ebook online and in bookstores everywhere. Our authors love us. Just look.
Be like these authors and get your book published today.
To get your free writer's guide, call now.
1-855-900-3971.
Inflation woes are forcing Americans to rethink their holiday travel plans. Many travelers are now considering a car instead of a plane to their destination. Despite costs, more people expect to travel this year than they did in 2022. Mike Valerio has more.
The holiday season is quickly approaching, and inflation is impacting travel options for many Americans. A new survey from Bankrate found most travelers are looking for ways to take a trip without breaking the bank.
77% of holiday travelers are making adjustments, but they don't want to skip the trip entirely. They're willing to drive instead of fly. They're willing to stay in cheaper accommodations or pick cheaper activities.
Bankrate senior industry analyst Ted Rossman says you may find deals if you have flexible travel days.
Could you go earlier? Could you stay later? If you're willing to fly the morning of Thanksgiving, that actually might be a big cost savings opportunity. And hopefully you still get there in time for the family dinner.
And make your money work for you.
Take stock of your rewards points and miles, whether it's cashback credit card rewards or airline miles or hotel points. You may be sitting on more value than you realize.
Another concern for travelers, flight delays and cancellations, especially after a rough holiday travel season last year. But you can book with a credit card that has strong travel insurance protections.
A lot of cards will include these at no added cost, and they help with everything from damaged rental cars to canceled or delayed flights, lost or delayed luggage.
Just a few steps you can take to make sure your holidays are as happy and stress-free as possible. For Consumer Watch, I'm Mike Valerio.
A growing number of Americans are cracking into their retirement fund nest eggs to help pay bills. Bank of America says the number of its 401k plan participants pulling cash out has increased by 27% since the first quarter of this year. That's over 18,000 people, the highest level in the 5 quarters the bank has been tracking this data. The average withdrawal just over $5,000. Despite high GDP numbers and low unemployment, Americans are clearly still facing a cash crunch caused by high inflation and rising costs of living. And more national news. At the Supreme Court today, justices are listening to arguments in what could be a landmark case for the Second Amendment. The court could use this case to expand gun right protections by striking down federal laws that make it a felony for someone under a domestic violence protective order to possess a gun. In front of the court today, advocates for stricter gun control and victims of domestic violence called for federal law to be upheld. According to U.S. officials, more than 400 U.S. citizens and their family members have been able to leave Gaza through a border crossing with Egypt. Secretary of State Anthony Blinken last week said that the total number of Americans and their families who expressed a desire to leave Gaza was around 1,000 people. The exit is carefully controlled by Hamas militants, as well as Israeli and Egyptian authorities. Well, stay with us. We'll have a final look at your forecast coming up right after this.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story. And black people think y'all look alike. You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
The Bistro welcomes you to a one-of-a-kind dining experience. Our menu of new American classics is sure to set the stage for the perfect evening and memories that will last a lifetime. The Bistro, located in the heart of Bowling Green.
Have big dreams for your space? When looking for home decor ideas, you want BG Home Furnishings.
BG Home Furnishings designers are here to bring your dream home to life with one-on-one design help. Personalized advice from the best has never been this easy, accessible, and valuable. The BG at Home team handpicks from over 100 brands to create a selection of furniture and home decor that is tailored to your style.
Call us today to set up your free in-home design consultation.
Uh-oh, you heard a screech outside at night, but you can't see what it is because there's not enough light. You need the Bionic Floodlight from Bell & Howell, the solar-powered motion-activated multi-directional floodlight that showers a super span of light. Simply stake it in the yard or mount it anywhere around your home. The onboard solar panel absorbs the sun all day to energize a flood of light at night. No wires or installation frustration. Place them in the ground to illuminate walkways and entryways, or mount it to keep unwanted critters away. Adjust the panels to light your deck and your food on the grill at the same time. Add light by the hot tub or pool. Host the nighttime neighborhood hoops games and enjoy the great outdoors at night. And right now, it's yours for just $29.99, and the shipping is free. Order now and we'll send a second Bionic Floodlight. Just pay a separate fee. And when you call, ask about the contractor's discount on the 4-light family pack. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-306-9072. That's 1-800-306-9072, or order online at bionicfloodlight.com.
You never know who you're helping by sharing your story.
Don't let nobody hold you down.
And black people think y'all look alike. You can be our son.
I love Jennifer.
Weekdays at 2 on NBC 40.
Welcome back. Well, it is a warm night out there as people are casting their last-minute ballots.
Yep, and it's going to be a mild night for sure, with a low of 58 under a partly cloudy sky. And then as we get into tomorrow, I do think it could get warm enough that we equal or maybe break the record high of 82 set back in the year of 2020. After that, though, the rain and the cool down happens for Veterans Day weekend.
Wow, hard to believe it's going to be so warm tomorrow. It doesn't feel like November. We need some short sleeves.
I know, yeah, that's right. Yeah, we do, in shorts.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah. All right, Chris, thank you so much. Thank you at home. We'll see you at 6.